hope you all have attended this, and you are going to get that certificate from me, participation certificate from me, and also those precious 100 points. And one thing I want to tell that I am in talk with a big startup, and the course will be launched as always. Means that course, my weekend courses will be launched, weekend boot camps will be launched. But now I'm collaborating with someone, some startup I'm collaborating, and with that we are trying to get all the people jobs. Okay, all the people jobs we are trying to get, everybody jobs we are trying to get. Okay, so that is there. Okay, so with this I will means so something big is also coming, so keep following me, so you will know means how we are collaborating and creating jobs and all. Means how I am going to be sure that you will get a job if you do the boot camp. Means my prime course, it's a 2 month long boot camp, weekend boot camp. It is not through youtube. These are 1 month long workshop, but this is also I try to teach everything in this, and I'm going giving two places for that free of cost. You'll get, generally it costs 10,000, which is going to be increased. So, and I'm thinking that the two-person who will win this, they will get into my February bootcamp only, not in March, February bootcamp only. Already two people have won, so those name also I will soon announce, and two more people I'll give. Okay, so that is like that, and the rules are there in the list, internship detail list. The rules are there, so you can do. And this I will start today. And okay, so today is the final day, and as always I think everyone is yesterday there was some technical glitches, it was not working. Yeah, good evening. So today I see people from YouTube are commenting, and also it is working fine. So at 10 tense sheet will be given at the end. The attendance sheet will be given at the end. So let me now share my screen. So I just have a blank thing like this, and let me create a new folder, grid for do. Mm. So again, like always, index.html. So we are going to learn about uh, style.css. So we are going to learn about a very good thing today. So very good technique. Means anyways we are going to complete CSS grid, and I'm going to give the playlist to all the people here, so what they should do to upgrade their CSS skills. So this is all theoretical thing, but this is complete CSS. I took more than around 5 hours today. It will be around 5 hours, so all the CSS is complete. But now you have to practice and practice a lot. Okay, and I have given a Flexbox game also. So there is a CSS game also, and beside that you have to go to front end mentor site and practice also. Okay, that is there. So let me create an empty file, and here CSS grid 4. I will link it, link the style.css. It is okay. Save it, and I have some container like this, item 12, and it's a CSS. Save it. Okay, again I am using, okay, this I will make it as flex. So as those who have seen yesterday's video, this is a common styles which I take in all this, so that this all the boxes are styled properly. So I'll open with live server, and hopefully it will open here. So this is like this. By default it will come like this, item 1 to item 3 and all. Okay, so what we are going to do now, so we are going to first learn about the two property of auto fit and auto fill. So these two properties we are going to learn about, these two properties, and these are awesome properties. Only this one property is so much powerful that you can create a complete layout with this. So we are going to learn how to do that. Okay, so that is done, and then as always the parent is the container. So I'll come here, and then I'll go here, and then dot container, and display is grid, and gap is 20 px, and border is 10 px solid black, 10 px solid black. And so this is done. So let me see how it does look. Okay, so this is looking like this. Okay, so that box is there. So now I will have grid template column. Okay, grid template column repeat. There should not be any gap between the repeat. And generally before this, what we give repeat, we give a number, any number like 4 5 6 7, but we don't have to give that. We don't have to do that. What we have to do, auto fill. I'll do autofill. Okay, autofill and 150 px. So autofill means it will adjust automatically. It will adjust automatically. Repeat autofill 150 px. So see, it is adjusting automatically. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 10 it is adjusting, 7 it is adjusting, but eighth one it was not able to adjust it here, so it brought it down. It brought it down. So this is how it is working. Okay, so now, and it is also responsive. So if I make it small, see, it is going, and even the mobile view. So this is mobile view is working quite good. Okay, so not completely fine, but I will tell how to do completely fine also. Okay, so this is there. Now we are going to learn about, this is autofill. We are going to learn about the auto fit also. There is a bit of difference between that autofill and auto fit. Okay, so we are going to learn that. For that, I'll come here and I will do one thing. I will do this, save it, and now there are 4 items only. Okay, so 4 items are only there, and this is known as autofill. See, autofill, what is happening, this border is there, it is till the end. See, this border is there till the end, but now, and border is till the end, and again what I'm going to do, I'm going to right click and inspect. And as I've told yesterday also, this is a special browser known as Firefox Developer Edition. This is not a normal browser, this is not a normal Firefox, and this is also not Chrome, because we have some special tools in Firefox Developer Edition which is known as a grid tool. So this container is grid. I'll come here, see, I will get access to this, and then if I click on here, I'll get those lines which tells me the grid. So it is telling me that if the fifth element would have been there, it would have been here, sixth will be here, and seventh will be here. So in autofill it will be like this. This dark line source till the time, till that thing it is there. So this is there. Then I will have a auto fit also, auto fit, save it. Now see, auto fit, what will happen, see, these lines are moving here only. So -1 was the last one, which I have told earlier also. -1 is the last one, so it is moving till here, moving till here. So means the autofill will go till here only. So that is the difference. Okay, so how we can use this difference is that suppose this fourth one I'm targeting, so this dot item 4, it is I'm targeting, and grid column, and grid column, and I will do -1. So it will not change anything here if I do auto fit, but the moment I will do auto fill here, it will move to the end. And this is a very common layout. So you all might have seen that navigation bar in which here there are 3 things, and here there is a logout thing like that of picture or something is there, in that logout is there, and here there are home, contact or something is there. So this layout you can do with that, this navigation kind of layout you can do with that. Okay, so that is there with this kind of thing. So now yeah, so now what we are going to do, we are going to learn it more deeply, and we are going to create, what we are going to have a different container now. Okay, so for that I will have another this 8 elements. Okay, this 8 elements I need, and have them, and it will be outside this div. So div min max container. So min max container is there, and inside that this item 5 6 7 8 will be there. Okay, so min max container totally different div. So this is ending here, this is starting from here. And now what I'm going to do, instead of item 6 I'm going to have goodbye, save it. Okay, goodbye, I've saved it. And so if I go here, so it is showing like this because it has got nothing. So I'll come here and I will have this thing. I'll copy min max container, display grid, tab is 20 pixel, border is 10 px, solid medium blue. So I'm taking a different color, medium blue, so that we can see it is there. GTC again, grid template column, and repeat. There is one more thing, this by default it gives me like this VS Code. The repeat, there should not be any space here or it will not work. And autofill, maybe 100 pixel I'll do and save it. See, now this second one, only notice the second one is the goodbye is going outside. Goodbye is actually going outside. And I will actually close this and I'll open this. Okay, so this one I am opening. Okay, so goodbye is going outside, so I don't want it like this, goodbye to go outside and all. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so 100 pixel is there, but I know that it should be at least 150 pixel, maybe 150 pixel, 150 pixel, yeah, 150 pixel is nice enough. So first thing is that 150 pixel I'll do. But there is another thing is that it is also not nice enough, means if I move it and all, and it will not be okay. 150 pixel means it's okay, but this is also not showing correctly. Okay, so we are going to use another property which is a very important property, and this is known as min max. So this 150 pixel is okay, so is there, and I will have min max here, and then I will give 150 pixel comma 1 fr, one free row. One fr means one free row, and which we have seen this fr, one fr we have seen. So 150 px and one fr auto fill I have done, and then see what happened. So now it is properly, either it is 150 px, it means that the item is minimum 150 px or 1 fr, whichever is applicable. So whichever is applicable, by that what I mean, if I make it small, okay, make it small and make it the least. So see, in this what is happening, this is now not 150 pixel, this is 1 fr, it is taking the whole space which is there. So in mobile view, if I put this kind of thing in a mobile view, which we are going to see soon, example which we are going to see 1 fr, it is taking completely, it is taking it as completely, it's taking it as completely. So this is known as 1 fr. Okay, so that is there. And this is almost good, but it can be even better, means in mobile view is perfect. There is a bit of problem in the desktop view. See, there is a lot of space there in the desktop view, there is a lot of space. So instead of autofill, I'll do auto fit I'll do, and it will extend till the end, it will extending till the end, extending till the end, it is extending till the end, auto fit. So, and this is now perfect. See the second one, this is now a perfect responsive thing and everything. So I have not even done that anything like media queries. So they are known as media queries. I have not even touched media queries. This is how powerful grid is. This is also, everything is now responsive. And see, even this is responsive, everything is responsive, from mobile view, tablet view, desktop view, every view is responsive. This is the power of auto fit. Okay, so this is the power of auto fit. We have done. And then okay, so now we are going to learn about your, there is another concept known as grid template area. So we are going to learn about that. Okay, grid template area, this is a bit of advanced concept, you won't see much people using it, but then also I want to teach is this grid template area thing. Okay, so let me close it and all, and then I will again means create another. So today I will give this link to download all this zip. I'll not give a GitHub link because most of the people here don't know GitHub. So that's why I'm also doing it like this, not from the terminal and all. I'm going to give a directly a zip link. Okay. So folder I'll do, and grid 5 I'll do, and VS Code. Okay, fine. New window. Index.html and style.css. Link and CSS I'll do, and here we are going to see an alternate layout which is advanced kind of a grid in which we can control it much better. So I have a different kind of thing now. Okay, so this is there, and then yeah, you can get a career gap, it doesn't matter, Anil. And this kind of questions I generally answer in the Friday evening, or you can do a one-to-one me, or if you are in any of my WhatsApp group, you can ask me there, ping me and ask me there, so I will help you. Doesn't matter, career gap or something. So open with live server, it is showing like this. Okay, so it is showing like this, and this is the advanced grid feature which I'm going to show. Okay, so then I'll go to dot container, and display is grid, and gap is 20 pixel, and GTC grid template column is not repeat, I'm going to use 1 fr 10 fr, so 10 fr also I can use 1 fr. Okay, grid template row 150 px, 150 px, and 100 px. So I've done this and it is showing like this. Okay, so this is 1 fr column, 10 fr, 1 fr, and then one is 150 px, 150 px, 100 px, but there is nothing which is fixing in 100 px because we are going to use one thing. Okay, so inspect I'll go, and okay, a lot of grids are showing. I'll make this flex. So this container is grid, and I will have this again. So now what I'm going to do, so this is another way to do the grid. This is known as grid template areas. So this is advanced way to do grid, and I'm teaching means I also generally don't use this. This is but this is a very cool way. Some people I have seen using this, some of my students have used that and create wonderful sites. I've seen that. Okay, so grid template areas is there, and then here I'll do, see, here every class have got a name, but this is a different name which I'm going to give, which is like sidebar 1 comma content, and sidebar 2. Similarly to this I will have this again, sidebar 1 content and sidebar 2, and the last one will be footer, footer, footer. This three things will be three times footers. Okay, so this is done. And if I come here, see, I'm seeing these things. This is sidebar 1, content, content, sidebar 2, sidebar 1, content, sidebar 2, footer, footer, footer. All these things I am having. Okay, so these things I am having sidebar 1, content, sidebar 1, and all these things. So this is showing because of that grid. So div of container. Okay, so this is showing because of that. We have a contain showing because of this our this developer tools, so only available in Firefox Developer Edition, nothing else. Okay, so that is there. And now what we are going to do, we are going to have this, there is a dot footer. So this footer you are seeing, this footer is there. Footer is also class and footer is here also. So footer is a bit different, should have named it differently, but it's okay. So I'll go to dot footer and then grid area and footer. I'll do, and see, it will, everything will go to the footer. Okay, so then dot item 1 is like grid area is sidebar 1. Okay, grid area is sidebar 1. Okay, so grid area have been done sidebar 1. So see what happened. So item 1, I have this item 1 here. So item 1, I am sidebar 1. So this is going to complete this sidebar. So this sidebar completely it is going, this sidebar 1, sidebar 1 completely it is going like this. Okay, so this is how it is done. Okay, and then I'll do dot item 2 grid area is content. I'll do, so the whole content will be here, and then dot item 3 and grid area is sidebar 2. So the whole layout can be made. This is actually very powerful stuff. You are moving everything around, so you can make the whole layout for a website with this. So this is very powerful stuff. And even we can have the media queries now, means sometimes media queries is required also. So if I move it like this in the mobile view, so mobile view or maybe a tablet view, it is not looking good. So what I'm going to do, I will going to have a media query at the rate media max width is 700 px and dot container is like grid template area. So grid template areas I can give again. Okay, and I can change it now. So what I will do, I just have to do this. And so in the mobile view, the grid template areas is been changed. Okay, and then I will have like this. In the mobile view, I want the first thing to have the content completely. So content sidebar 1, sidebar 1, sidebar 2, and footer I'll do, and it will be shown like this. See, the whole is content, a bit of it is going outside, but that we can fix. So, and this sidebar 1 is here, sidebar 1, and the whole is footer. So this is the mobile view and this is the desktop view. So this is how the grid template areas work. Okay, so this is done. Now we are going to come to again I'm going to create a new file here. It is grid 6. So again, opening this new window. Index.html and .css. CSS grid 6 link style.css. And now again, now we are going to do that justify content and all those things which we have seen in Flexbox, the main thing. But now till the end, we have seen learn so many things, but that is there here also, and that is used a lot in grid also, justify content and all those things. But beside that also, we have seen so many things. Again, CSS grid I'll do. Okay, then this CSS tricks article is actually awesome. So you can go, I've shown you all these things and all grid template areas and all. So you have to go a bit down, and then we come to this justify items. But here there are more things than the flex box. We have almost everything: justify item, justify content, align content, justify self, align self, everything we have. Okay, so all of those things we have. So mm, I have the CSS first. And here I'm going to have a lot of them, a lot of them. So div, a lot of them div. Yes, I'm going to have. Save it. Okay, one more thing. Let me give the attendance sheet now only. Mark your attendance here. So please mark your attendance here. This is the final day of attendance, and I will give the participation form by tomorrow. I think, yeah, tomorrow I'll give. Okay, so that is done. So please fill it. Okay, and then we are going to learn about those justify item and all those things. So here in grid we don't have any direction or something like in flexbox. So here one thing is good, that justify item will always from the row, it is always from left to right. And align items, align content, align item, or align anything, it is from top to down, it is from top to down. Okay, it is always like that. Okay, justify items is like this, and align items. So what I'm telling here, justify is always row access and align is always column access. Okay, align is always column access. Okay, so this is like that. And then dot container, and then I'll do display of grid and gap of 20 px, and grid template column of repeat, and 10 comma 1 fr is there. 10 comma 1 fr again. Save it. Okay, and not opened it. So I have a lot of items here. Okay, so see, this time I don't have any styling, I have only this boxes. So all this styling and all this are not there. I've done it for 10 1 fr, so everything is coming in one line. So I will go here, and in this grid I'll make this boxes. So these boxes is very important here. So because we are going to learn about justify items first, justify items, so it's always aligned in the row axis. Justify always means the row, and align always means the column in grid. So it doesn't change, because grid is bi-directional, not unidirectional like flexbox. Okay, so to this I will always also do this dot itm as background as white. So background is white, so by default everything, it will fill everything. So this is, I've not even given anything. There is something known as justify item, which is by default it is stretch. So justify item is there, which is stretch is also a property of it. If you don't give it, it will be stretch. But if I give just justify items as thanks amazing trader, justify item as start, I'll do. And see, everything has moved inside this box only. Inside this box only everything has moved, and it is here. Inside this box only everything has moved. So justify item is like that. Inside its box only it will move. So then end, move to the end. Okay, and then center, it will move to the center. Everything will move to the center. I don't know, I didn't remove it. Okay, so center, everything will move to the center. Okay, and stretch, we have seen stretch is what? Stretch by default it will move everywhere. And so now we have align items also. So what is this align items? Similar to justify items. So this is nice pictorial representation also. So a quick you can see it here. Okay, so this align item is always on the cross axis. It is from top to down. In grid it is always top to down. So in Flexbox we have seen Flexbox also have similar properties. In Flexbox what is happening, we can change the flex direction. Here there is no direction thing because grid is by direction, and that is one of the reason I like grid more than Flexbox, but I use both of them in combination. Okay, so align items is there. So align item have again this start and center and stretch. Okay, so for that justify items I'll keep it as end. Okay, and now I want to, because it is from top to down, I want some row also. Okay, so grid template row I'll have, repeat will be there, and then here 5 comma 100 px I'll have. Okay, 5 comma 100 px, background is white. Okay, so I will have this long box, so in there I can see everything. And again align items by default is stretch. You seeing this is because of the stress. Okay, and justify item I made it at end, so it is going to the end. So now I will have align items as start, align items as start, so it will move to the start. Align items as end, it will move to the end. And as you might have guessed, there will be center to center. The center will move to the center. And there is a very good thing known, means if I make both of them as center, so it will, everything will be exactly at the center. So this is like this. Okay, so now we have done this. Now the another two properties are justify content and align content. So let us move to that. Justify content, place item is also, it's a short form. So justify content and align content. So this only takes into comes into picture, which we have learned in Flexbox also, when the grid might be less than the size of the grid container. So this only comes into picture, and this is actually used much because we can move the whole of the things. Here we are moving individual items, there we are moving the whole of the things. Okay, so whole things which we are moving there. So that is done here. And I will change again the template column. Here I will make it as 5, and this as 100 pixel I'll do. And I will make both of them as stretch, so that we have a box full of everything stretch. We'll have a stretch, both of them as stretch. And we'll have a border also, border 10 px solid black is there, save it, and background is white. Come here, and so it is like this. It will show like this. Okay, and okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do justify content. So justify content have more properties like start and center space. Those space between properties are also there. So we are going to do that. And here I'll do justify content as start. So start is a start only. Okay, so start and we'll move the whole thing to the end. So that is the powerful thing, whole thing to the end. Then center, will move the whole thing to the center. Again, this is powerful because of that. And then we have a space around all those three things we have. Then space around, so it will move like this, a space around, space between, we have space between is that space evenly, we have space evenly is like this. Okay, so this is there. And now we will look into align content. So they have also given this justify content in a very good way. So they have given it like this, so you can see it all. And align content is again from the top to down. Align content is top to down, but again it has got listen. Okay, for align content we'll have, don't have that this much, we'll have only 10. So now for align content we will not have a row, we'll have a column only. And stretch is okay, space between is much better, space between is much better. And border is okay, we'll have a height also, height of 500 pixel. I'll have, save it, and it will look like this. Okay, it will look like this. Now okay, now we will going to look into align content. So align content is start. So align content is start, we'll move everything to the start. Align content is start, and center, and we have those also, space between, so space between also, all those things we have. But space between, it is showing a bit less, because we need to have some more, because 10 is very less here. So what for that we are going to do, now it is showing correctly, space between, space between, space evenly, space evenly, and what is there, space evenly, and space round is there. So space around is there. No, item is correct. Spelling is direct correct, because it is ITM. So this I am targeting. So if it have been wrong, so that white color would have not been come. Okay, so that spell is correct. Okay, so that is done. Now we are going to learn about that. There are two other property, which is justify self and align self, which is for individual items. Okay, so for individual items we can connect, and this is equivalent to justify item and align item, not content, justify item and align item, and we move the individual item because of that. Okay, so for this this is okay, and 500 pixel is okay, stress space, I'll have this space between, space between I'll have, then I'll have item 8. So item 8 I'm doing, and background is not white, because I want to show it in a different color, yellow I'll have. And then we'll have this justify self, justify self as start, we'll have. So see, now as I've told, it will move inside this box. Okay, let me make it a bit more darker. It will move inside this box only. So justify self is like justify item. So it will move inside this box as the start, and will move to the end. Center will move to the center, and another one only is there, which is the stretch. So only these things are there. So stretch is, it is like that. All right, so that is done. Now we have align self. Align self is also like, it will move from top to down, but only a single item. We can move a single item. Okay, so align self, we are going to target that, but we have to make it a bit bigger now. So repeat is okay, height is 500 pixel is okay, and we need a rows also here. So grid template rows I'll have here, and repeat 2 comma 1 fr and 300 pixel 1 fr is there, stress space between is there, save it. And then I'm going to have, so I'm going we're seeing like this. So item 14 I'm going to target this one, so it is looking a bit big. Okay, item 14 is there, and then the background is pink, and line self is start. The line self is start, it will move here, start, and and will move to down, top to down, center will move to the center, and there is stretch, which even if you don't give it is stretch only, stretch will be like this. Okay, with this is done, all of this is done. Okay, so this is the last thing which we are going to see now. Don't have much time, but it's okay. So the last thing which we are going to see, we are actually grid is done. Okay, grid is done. We are going to implement this to quickly create a site, and you'll see how quickly we can create a site with grid. Okay, so that is there. Sec. It's 7.5, and again VS Code. Old one only is opening. New window we can do, and I can drag it. In text.html and style.css, HTML and style.css, and we are quickly going to create a site. Photo gallery, grid, CSS, it is grid photo gallery I am going to have, and link CSS, and then I am going to have sec. Okay. So what I'm having here, so here I'm having a main div of type classes albums. So this is a main div, and then inside that I have something repeated, means I have a class of album which has got an image, and this image I'm getting from Unsplash, random image I'm getting, it has got a class. So the main thing is that albums have children known as album, a lot of children known as album, and album again have children. So you always have to think like that in grid, who are the children. So album have children, one children is image, the second children is div, which again contain some data about that album. So album list is this, it's there. So let's save it, and open with live. So I'll do, so it will open like this, some random image, and see everything is coming one after the another because we don't have any CSS here right now. Okay, so we'll have the same CSS for the background. Okay, same CSS I'm going to have on the background, and it will look nice. Just the background has changed, nothing else. Just the background have changed, and some text and all are also changed. So this is there. Now again we have the album as the parent. The main parent is the albums. So this albums I will come, and then I'll come here, and then dot albums I'll do, and then display is grid, and grid template column. And you'll see that with just with one property how 70% of the styling will be done. And we are creating a very good photo gallery. Grid template column, repeat I'll do, and then I'll come here and auto fit min max of, it's 300 pixel. So auto fit min max of 300 pixel and 1 fr and a gap of 5 pixel I'll give, and save it. Only this much I've given, nothing else. Just making the main album as a display grid. Repeat, we have seen this thing. What is this? Auto fit. It will try to auto fit each of them. It will make it just 300 pixel and or 1 fr. And if I go here, see 70% of the thing is done. It is already a photo gallery has been created. So this is how powerful grid is. With this much only, I can create the complete photo gallery. But we'll add something more, and we'll make it even more nicer. Okay, so, and then also it will be not be, and it won't be that much code. So album, so see how in 10 minutes we're doing a project. Okay, so background, I'll give a RGBA background, RGBA 255 and 0 comma 2. So A is alpha in RGBA, you can check it out. So RGBA A is the alpha, it is like of a gray, and then padding of a little bit of padding if I give in everything. So padding increases everything, is, as I've told earlier also, padding enhances everything. So see, a little bit of padding like this, it is there, and it is showing like this. But okay, it should be a bit more. Okay, so it is showing like this, and perfect. And now what we are going to do, we are going to even make this album as also a grid. So album, we can do inside grid, we can do another grid also. So with this album also I'm going to do as grid. So I'll do display of grid, and grid template column of 150 px and 1 fr is there, and gap of 10 pixel. Okay, so 150 pixel. So what I was thinking, that this image will be 150 pixel and this will be 1 fr, but this is now, it is a sort of broken, means it has gone here and here. So actually it is not problem with grid, it is the problem with images. So what problem with image? So when we give image, we have to make the width as 100% so that it can fit this. So I want the image to fit 150 pixel, and the rest of them should go to the other, all those things. So image have some class also, album artwork. So I'll come here and dot album artwork I'll do, and width is of 100% is I'll do, save it, and width, so it is all of it is fixed. It is 100% and it is showing it nicely, and showing it nicely, and all of these things it is looking very great. And see, I can, this is a tablet view, and this is the mobile view, which is also perfect. So we have built it a site in only 10 minutes. So this is how powerful grid is. And with this, hope everyone have filled the attendance form which I have given earlier. So because we are done here and with everything, and hope you are all doing that challenge, and you will be able to go into my boot camp. I am giving 2 places free in that boot camp. Whoever get the highest point will get it, and the details are there in that internship doc, the detail are there. So, and internship also you are going to get. Okay, so that is like this. And with this, hopefully you are enjoyed, you learned something in CSS. Okay, and one more thing is, okay, a lot of people have asked what should they do next. So okay, so you have to, okay, let me share again. Okay, so you have to do this. There is a grid garden game. So first thing is that do this grid garden, and this is the something which I tell in my boot camp also, paid boot camp also. So grid garden game you have to play. Again, I'm telling like that, a game I will give, grid garden game you have to play. And now you know grid and flexbox both, so you can go to the frontendmentor.io and build anything with either grid or flex or flexbox, or a combination of both. And connection here, go here and do the newbie ones first and do it all. And as you know, means I have a lot of YouTube thing also, because if you don't know how to approach this front end mentor, what to download or how to do it, they give you an image and through that you have to make, and that is the website. And that is how in the industry also we work. A designer give us something known as a static image and we have to make it. So this is how the industry also work. Okay, so you have to go to this site, do a lot of practice, and if you practice and practice, you'll be perfect in HTML and CSS. And that is a must have skills for any front end developer, which I am trying to make here. But yeah, only HTML CSS is not enough. If you do only HTML CSS, it will be you will be a web developer. And if you want to be a web app developer, you have to add JavaScript and React.js to it. As simple as that. I am teaching many web developers also to become web app developer, because they are stuck in their career at a point. Because a web developer cannot earn more than 35,000 rupees even. Yeah, that is the exact figure. I have understood the industry. Exact figure, 35,000 rupees even after 5 years of experience. And a React.js developer, intern earn 25,000 rupees with zero experience. And intern earns that much. Okay, so that is the difference. So that's why all the web developer are also trying to become a web app developer, and I'm teaching many of them to become a web app developer. Okay, so with this I will end today's stream. Hope you all enjoyed it, and those who have filled that attendance form and all, they will hope you have all given your LinkedIn profile also. You'll get a shout out also from me on LinkedIn, because I am very big on LinkedIn, so you can reach a lot of people. And you will also means get the certificate by tomorrow. And what else, you'll get 100 points for this, okay, which will adds to your tally. Okay, with this I'll end today's session. Thank you all for attending.